welcome to the review of Hotel Flaviar.
How's the box looking?
Uh,
It did end up holding together, or after all what we did to it. I can't wait till we get to the section of box construction that we have. Where are the notes? You think I'm gonna remember all this shit? No one knows.
I have notes right here. So while we go through this review, we will be drinking a Jameson Black Barrel, which was gifted to me by my lovely friend Jared here, and we will be drinking them and enjoying it. It is a very good Irish whiskey.
Let's do some quick fuck you. Let's do some quick tasting notes on it. Sweet, alcohol forward.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That summarizes the entire video. That summarizes all of our work with Hotel Flaviar. So let's break it down. So we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about the overall quality of the actual whiskeys that were within the box, kind of the variety, things like that. And then we want to talk through kind of the presentation of like the reading materials, the glassware, the box itself, the construction of the box, how impossible it is to get the vials out of it. And maybe we'll talk about that broken one a little bit that
could have killed us.
If you watched all the way through with us, you know.
Spoilers.
Yeah, don't watch the rest of it. Stop here. Watch all 24 episodes and then come back here before we give you any spoilers. Do we also have the list of our rankings?
Somewhere? Oh, it's in here. Oh, look at this.
We're so organized.
We thought of this. Did we think of this? Here's our rankings. There we go.
Yeah, so we'll post them later, but I think it's definitely worth talking about that just a little bit. And then the last thing we're gonna do is just like how did we like it? How did we like, how fun was it to do this? Would you recommend getting this, like doing it alone, doing it with like a partner, or your friends, or your family, or pets, whoever you want to do it with.
The way we did it was fun.
It was. Well, that's fucking, we're not at that part yet. So, and then we'll do an overall, do we reckon the box, at the price point, etc. But let's get into it, and let's just start with what everyone I think really wants to know, is the quality of the whiskeys inside. What did you think about, like, overall quality? Give me some thoughts here. 24 whiskeys.
There really only was a few that were bad, that, like, I just did not enjoy at all. And I would even say probably if we did a little bit more research or prep. Oh, now you can't see our notes, so now we're special. But if you if we just did a little bit more research before we actually took that first sip, I think that it might have helped the score a little bit. But they were all like.
Oh, you specifically the uncut,
where
we're like, oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was rough. That one was a bit rough.
I will say some interesting notes. Chad scores. The lowest he ever gave was a 3. That was actually on day 2, tied with day 11, also a 3. We're excluding number 24. I gave my lowest as a 2 on day 16, which you gave a 7. Very interesting. But yeah, we had no 1s, no 1.5s, and then our highest score we gave was, I believe, 8.5. Neither of us gave over that, but we did have several 8.5s and only a couple 2s. So it'd be interesting to average these scores out actually and see.
And the majority of our scores were 0.5s.
Yeah.
Because we can't give a solid number, apparently.
Yeah. And then doing some quick math, I think everything probably averages out to be a little bit above a 5, like maybe 5, 6, if we can do the math and figure it out later.
It'll be on screen.
Should put the green screen up. Yeah, but so I think like overall, there was nothing in here that's like, or there are a few that I would buy a bottle if I saw it, but nothing did we get that I was like, I need to find what this is, and I need to get this ASAP. There were a couple definitely that were on the fringe of that, but nothing that's like life-altering.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part, in talking about the variety, a really good variety, both like, you have Japanese, Irish, like Canadian, American, you have a lot of different whiskeys like that, you had different strengths, you had different flavor profiles, and I thought that was all really good, really impressive. It was fun to go through all of them.
And it was good how they kind of put it through, because it definitely felt like every single day was was like a different, like it was going to be a different, it wasn't going to be like, okay, here's American, Japanese, like it was all mixed together, and like every single time was like, oh, what is this? And it was like, even once we got into like reading the book and all that and getting the notes, it was just a great time, honestly.
Yeah.
I honestly felt like I got like a little bit, I know you've had like tasting classes and stuff like that, but I felt like I even got like a little bit more more eloquent.
Yeah,
Sure.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Sure.
So,
If we watch it back and I hear you say, sweet and alcohol forward. But yeah, then we had like lots of bourbons. There is a really good variety, and I think if you're looking for something that is going to like not change your life in the whiskey that you try necessarily, but give you a better idea, like great for like whiskey starters. Like if you think you like whiskey,
100%.
or you're trying to introduce them to whiskey, this is like an incredible thing to get them as a gift.
How much was this, by the way?
I will check that if you continue talking about the variety.
Yeah, sure thing. So I mean, the variety was sweet and alcohol forward. No, but with every single bottle that came out, it was packaged very well with how the numbers and everything on the individual vials. Once you were taking out in the actual books themselves, they did great descriptions in each one of the varieties. So like, if you are not somebody that's very well known into any of the space, it puts you in that like kind of space to be like, okay, I'm going to be tasting something, and I'm going to go through an experience.
Right. Good stalling. So, not super cheap necessarily. $250, and that is for, I guess, just under 2 drinks per vial. I think we decided each one was what?
So it's a little bit more than $10 a drink.
Yeah.
So that's
Right. So if you go to the bar and you're getting these, like, it's probably going to be a better deal in this case, and it's shipped to you, and it's kind of a fun presentation of it, and you're obviously not going to go to a bar
How many
repeatedly.
ounces were the vials? Because
50 milliliters, which is
I'm American.
milliliters, 2 ounces,
Is that like-
1.691.
So each time we were doing a drink, we were doing basically
Well, half
half a shot.
Yeah. So you get 24 drinks. If you go out, yeah, you're gonna pay $10 plus for a lot of these whiskeys. And I will say $20 in shipping, $20 in taxes, grand total $289. That was to ship it to North Carolina, so prices may vary there, and they could change their prices next year. But yeah, I think like overall quality for the value, it's pretty good. Like I can't complain. I do wish there was one really enlightening whiskey. That's like the one thing I miss. Like I wanted to find something that I really attached to. And
But how do you really like? That's such a hard thing to really like even ask something for. Like, hey, I don't know what it is, but find something that will change my life and make me happy. Like,
I think if we had drank less whiskey, there would have been several in here that were like that. Like some of the Japanese whiskeys, I would have been like, oh, I need to try Japanese whiskey.
That's fair.
And we've already kind of built our flavor profiles, but I think this is a place where if you're not experienced, as we are, very experienced with whiskeys, you'll probably find something that will tickle your fancy in a phrase.
Fancy your tickle.
So yeah, overall quality, variety, pretty good. Big fans. So let's move on to the presentation of the box. So it's a nice box. It looks nice. I used it as a computer monitor stand for the entire month of November. I have not replaced it yet, so maybe I'll take the box back and put it up. Overall, yeah, I mean, it's a nice thing. It's good. It's warm.
Did it
Christmas
come?
colors.
Did it come like this? Did it came in a cardboard box, or was it like
Yes,
packaged or
it
anything?
came in a cardboard box about this size as well, so that was all fine. Obviously, the big points that I'm going to deduct here are, we're not keeping track of points, but pretty hard to get out. I think that comes with like you want to secure them and you have the foam in there, and that's all great, and it's fine that they're harder to get out. That's not a big deal. But then some of the front stuff is you kind of have to be a little more gentle with it than I would have liked on this front face. And then obviously we had the big ticket item, having a broken vial, not the best.
I honestly was kind of scared because as soon as I did it, I was like, that could have happened at any of these,
Yes.
and I was very scared.
Yeah, exactly.
We were done. So
And you wonder, like, could that have happened in shipping, whatever. I took very good care of it. I promise I didn't drop it or anything like that.
it also wasn't wet, so like it happened a while.
Yeah, so it probably was in transit. We kind of looked at this box to see, there's a little bit of denting right here, but it's really hard to make an assessment because we're not fucking structural engineers. We are idiots that are drinking whiskey. So, yeah, that was kind of my general thought of it. I thought the glasses came with it. Awesome. Really nice.
The Advent Calendar theme, like poking through and everything, that was really fun. I think it probably wasn't as hard to pull them out if we were just doing it by ourselves without trying to like get something on camera.
Yeah,
and everything.
also true.
So it was just like, if you just do 2 hands and do it, probably would be fine.
Yeah.
It also like, as far as just like, it came with like these 2 little glasses that we were using the entire time, and all right. Yeah, I didn't.
What was the last thing we said?
said something about glasses. I grabbed a glass out of here and said, I like the glasses.
Did we get the zoom in on the glass?
Apparently we will. So
Wow.
here's the glasses. So apparently my camera only records for 10 minutes.
Which we already knew because we hit 10 minutes.
That is true.
And we're just that stupid that we forgot.
I guess we honestly thought that this was going faster than that.
I was just having the time of my life, so I didn't really notice. Presentation, we finished it. We didn't repeat anything. I mean, you saw the fucking box. It's fine. We had broken shit, but it was cool. Did we talk about this? Do we think that's in there? Presentation, if we didn't talk about it, I don't think we did. So the illustration stuff is kind of odd. It's like funny. It gives you little descriptions. It gives you space for tasting notes and rankings we didn't use. You can scan it for an offer. I'm talking fast because we already did this. But, and you don't know that, so it's going to be fine. The illustrations were kind of fucked up, I will say. And I didn't really hit that hard on it the first time, but I have had a chance to go over them in my mind. And like the corn, the maze, it's like fucked up. And like some of these illustrations are really weird. This person's squeezing an orange. I don't like it. I don't like it, Flaviar. Get different illustrators. The grape is just a purple blob. I get that's what grapes are, but like burnt? Like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
It looks like a fucking spider acorn. You see, we're gonna zoom in 4K. So those are really weird. They're funny, but they're like not that helpful, and I guess they don't need to be. But it's
the words on there is describing what it tastes like.
Right. So if you're illiterate, like you might have more trouble than we did. And some of the things are spelled wrong. This has mellow, and it's just like MELOW, which is kind of odd. And I'm afraid to really proofread it any more than that. I don't know. But it's fine. Like overall, it's a cute thing. It's a nice way to convey that.
It's like the Hotel Flaviar. Is that American?
I believe so. All this was packaged in Utica. Remember, we thought the first one we were like, "Oh, Utica, New York," and then we realized that's just where it's all fucking from. But yeah, I think Flaviar is primarily American.
Oh, that's actually.
Try this, New York, New York.
I just realized that the box is actually supposed to be like a suitcase, like you're checking into Hotel Flaviar, and I saw the stickers. I just now realized that.
How the fuck did you not realize that before?
I've only looked at like the front. The front like has an opening and all that. And
it literally has like big hinges and little clasps here.
I didn't think that part.
Is this going to change your opinion on the presentation?
No.
Okay. Well, let's move on. How fun was this, Chad? How much fun did you have?
It was. It was a great time. Even if we weren't filming, I think it was very fun. I think we already discussed the price of being $250 plus a little bit extra. Like, so for that price was, it definitely was worth it, especially if you're a whiskey drinker. I mean, 24 drinks of whiskeys that you
likely not tried. I think we had tried maybe 2 of them. We tried brands of 2 of them. That's right. I don't even know if we had them. We had like the Breckenridge.
Yeah, that's the only other one. But like it was all, every single one of those was something I have not personally drank before, so that was nice.
It helps that we are in North Carolina and it's ABC, so beverage controlled, and we don't have that much variety. So maybe these were more prevalent elsewhere. But still, like, you're not gonna buy fucking 24 bottles, and if you're loaded like that, fucking subscribe.
For St. Patrick's Day week.
For St. Patrick's Day week. Oh, that's what we should plug at the end.
Oh,
once we get to the end.
Once we get to the end.
So you had fun? Yeah, I thought it was fun. I definitely, like, after doing it together, I definitely recommend it. You know, my brother texted me this, and I'm like, I'm totally gonna get that. Oh shit, this would be fun to do with Chad, and he hasn't paid me for it. I like to think I'm just literally repeating all the things. I don't know which ones got cut out from your incompetence. But I'm still, despite Chad fucking that up, it was still worth it. Yeah. It was good. I think we'll do this again next year, whether or not we film it.
Yeah, honestly, we'll play by ear from that. But...
Okay, fuck. Why you make it sound so ominous? Like we're not gonna be friends.
I mean,
our friendship
I'm not
might
really
be
planning
over.
on it. That's fair.
We'll be business partners.
There's new things in Jared's life that are more important than me.
Oh my god. True. So overall, I think we thought about a number. Maybe what did we say? 8.5. I think the thing that would have brought it up to a 9 for sure, if you didn't have the broken one, that's definitely a concern area. And then I think you mentioned something else about.
Oh yeah, like the finding like the, I didn't even think about the broken glass as factoring into the score previously, but it could have been a 9 if one of the one was just like my flavor profile and like, hey, I need to buy a bottle of this. That's not where I came away with, but there's definitely things in here that I can see other people liking. I like sweet and alcohol forward. So,
Wow, very good. So overall, we recommend you check it out.
what was your score?
8.5. 8.5.
8.5 across the board.
I don't want to hit another 10-minute limit, so
That's good.
definite recommendation.
100%.
And I will say we're going to keep trying to do some things like this. They might not be whiskey related, but St. Patrick's Day week.
St. Patrick's Day week's coming up. It's in March. It's on the 17th of March.
Okay.
That was just a statement. I was just saying, I was testing you.
I have no idea. I'll be here though.
That's fair.
So we're gonna do some dumb shit that we've always done for that. Might upload some stuff, maybe more cat content in the future. I don't know if I can know.
Oh, real quick, we did have a couple viewers that were like while we were making this, we weren't expecting really anybody to be watching it or anything, but we had a couple people comment and like we were able to talk back and forth, which made us really happy.
That was cute as shit. I cried.
Yeah. So we'll
Oh yeah, so there was, let me grab their names here. So definitely number one was, and then also, so
Yeah,
really
yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
to you
That
guys.
was great.
Seamless, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining us here at the hotel. Officially, this will be checking out for the last time of 2024.
Yeah. And until next time, and we'll be posting more stuff, I guess. But
Hotel Flaviar.